Hey, welcome back to another transition update. And Caleb, one of the questions that people naturally have in a transition like this, what is actually going on behind the scenes?
Well, that's a pretty fair question.
It
Sometimes
is.
I'm not sure what's going on, right? But here's the truth. You don't see everything that happens during a week around the church, but we wanted to give you a small window into how intentionally we are working this together.
Yeah.
Outside of our weekly meetings with all of our pastors, John and I, we meet at least 2 times a week throughout the week. One of those times that is focused specifically on what we're teaching, sermon ideas, direction, series that we're walking through, and where we kind of sense God is leading us as a church.
Yeah, I think when we get together and plan sermon series, we do that intentionally because we're wanting to make sure not only do our sermon series line up theologically and biblically and how they can impact your life, but how do they align with the church vision? How do they align with the season that we are in right now? And I think that's very important.
Yeah, it's a rhythm that's actually helping us lead through prayerfully, not just be fully reactively.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that really matters to both of us is the theological continuity and faithfulness of what God has built right here at LifeSource. So when I'm developing leadership material or shaping direction, John and I are processing those things together earlier, talking through Scripture, theology, and how it fits into the life of the church. So it's not just in a vacuum of here's leadership structure.
Yeah, and I think that shared processing is important because it helps us stay grounded, number one, but then it also helps us make sure that we're aligned and consistent with what we have taught in previous years and what we've actually practiced over the years as a church.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot about wisdom and trust and honoring the foundation that's already been laid before me.
But maybe one of the most important things we do is we do spend time praying together, not only with just Caleb and I, but our entire pastoral team. Every Tuesday, we meet together in staff meeting. There is prayer, not only over requests from the congregation, but about things that are going on in the church and where we are and what we need to be able to hear the discernment of the Lord about. And I believe that helps capsulize the unity about how we move forward together.
Yeah, and that is very true. Prayer is not an add-on for us. It really is the foundation. It's the first thing we do every Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
We want to discern God ideas and not just operate on good ideas.
Yeah.
In terms of decision making, my role is to carry direction, ask where we're going, how we're getting there, and what that looks like on a practical day-to-day basis. As those things and those ideas take shape, John and I are talking about them, asking questions and praying together. It's not just me and John, it actually comes to the full pastor team at that point.
It does, because our goal is always unity. You know, we always want to be able to walk in oneness, and we do not move forward. There is no decision that comes out of our staff meeting onto the elder team unless we are 100% aligned and in agreement that it facilitates the vision of the church.
Yeah, and one of the things, the practices of our church is if alignment takes more conversation, prayer, or a broader wisdom, we do pause. We take our time. We invite the whole pastor team into the conversation so that we can end up at a place of unity together. We are not interested in rushing decisions. We like to shepherd them as a team.
Yeah, and as you know, we have spent years trying to build trust, not only with one another in leadership, but also with the congregation. Therefore, we can have these open conversations and they are healthy.
Yeah, and when differences come up, they're handled with prayer, respect, and shared commitment for the good of the whole church. You know, while you may not see every meeting, conversation, or prayer, you know.
Yeah, I think no way can you ever be involved in that. But one thing we want you to know, it's important to Caleb and I and all of the rest of the pastors, this transition is being led intentionally. It is being led carefully. It is collaboratively being led, and we are trying to be faithful in every small thing that we are doing behind the scenes.
Yeah, and one thing that is for sure is we are in alignment. We are united. We are deeply committed to the health of this church.
Yeah. So I just want to say thank you for trusting us. It does not go unnoticed.
Yeah, and for walking this season with us, we really do appreciate that a lot.
Yeah. This church is our heartbeat. We love this place. We love you. And we are just grateful for what God is doing.
We truly are grateful that you're walking this journey with us together so that we can see what Christ wants to do in 2026.